But yeah, action game alignment chart. Should we go? Or actually, let me put because I also have some of the examples that you would put. We can like go the purist route, and we can put general descriptors as well. For example, we have examples like this. Like Michael said, the typical Shoto alignment. We have form and function purist to rebel, with like descriptions. Another example is moveset and lore, but it's still again the same purist and well, this one's purist and radical.
Yeah.
Or we could just have the descriptors themselves be the columns. You think purist and radical is like adequately?
I think that's
straightforward
good
enough?
because in this particular scene, this kind of in the scene of character action game fans, they definitely make it known who is and who isn't a purist about these games. So like for example, one of the hotly debated topics is whether or not Vanquish is a character action game. Are you familiar with that game?
Vanquish?
Yeah.
Wait, how is that not an action game?
You see, there you go. If Aiden was here,
I mean, it's a shooting
explain
game
the
also, right?
intricacies.
But
yeah, I think because the primary mode of combat is just shooting. But it's got action game movement for sure.
yeah, the movement is.
It's just but you see where I'm getting at, right? Like,
Yeah.
you could post that right now in the subreddit and they'll be like, no, it's not. Or, yeah, it is.
So actually,
So
we
I would say go for a radical and purist.
Yeah, actually, we could do that. The top is depth, the side is movement, and I already have excellent ideas for what would go between purist and radical. And this could be our draft of sorts. So like DMC2.
DMC2 is so good except for the gameplay.
Wait, it's so good except for the gameplay.
Yes, the lore and the setting fucking rock. And it's
Oh my
Dante's coolest
gosh.
costume.
Yo,
He
howdy
just
goes.
plays like complete dog ass.
Tragic. Also, to have this have a full view, I will be tabbing through a bunch of different screens but using only one screen, so this might take me a bit. But let's see. But howdy and hello, whoever stops in. I know the category's on Nikkei. That's because I'm going to be playing the rhythm game eventually, or at the same time.
Nikkei's an action game.
Well, actually, Nikkei would be that
Let's not
example
get ahead of
of
ourselves, but
it's a shooting
Yeah.
game, but is
Yeah,
there enough
exactly.
action?
Honestly,
yeah, I love this already.
If I could put it into better words, I would say Modern Warfare 2 is an action game.
Wait, Modern Warfare 2 is an action game?
Yes, primarily because of the glitches. Like what was it, Juggernaut Pro? The one that gives you the extended knife hurt box, or hitbox. Stuff like that.
That's freaking hilarious. Wait, people hate DMC2 because DMC3 and 1 set the flow of a great game, plus DMC2 is super emo. Yeah, DMC2, from what I've heard, is one of the more serious ones, right?
Yeah, it being emo is awesome because it's the darkest one. It just, again, it plays like Omega ass.
So it's more of a story game?
Unintentionally, yes.
Unintentionally? Dang.
It's because it's the only part you can appreciate about it.
I see. Alright, so I'm gonna finish putting these names, and then we're gonna put descriptors, and watch, you'll see the vision. This is gonna be freaking hilarious. Because I think having the categories be depth and movement sets up perfectly for us to include the most degenerate examples. And I'll just put text for our choices until we like find all the like logos for the games. Yeah, I've been essentially semi-spoiled on DMC lore, like just out of curiosity. Like there's interesting stuff going on that's like touched on.
It's like a
on.
fighting game story. It really doesn't matter.
It exists.
It exists. The main villains are shitty, but you're just there for the wahoo wacky pizza guy.
Let's see.
Yeah, don't get
Don't get a DMC story.
DMC story is it's surface deep. It does the job.
DMC 5 at least seems like it attempts to bring everything together.
Yeah, that one has like the most like coherent story.
Yeah, DMC 5 seems like it's what Kingdom Hearts 3 wanted to be.
Yeah, in a way. Except it has like a fraction of the fraction of a fraction of the story content of Kingdom Hearts, but yes. I can agree with that.
Oh man. Let's see. We can think of descriptions in a second, but let's or descriptions to summarize the sections like later on, but let's try to spitball answers, because if we have depth and movement, the immediate thing I think of is...
Well, do you want to put the descriptors first so people can kind of see where we're putting stuff at? I'm assuming
we
we're
can
going
try.
left to right. And top
yeah,
to
well,
down.
What do you set the bar as, like, primo movement for action games?
DMC 1 started it. I would say DMC 3 cemented it. At least in terms of the standard. Those aren't necessarily like the best of the best, but they for sure they're like the Street Fighter 2 of character action game movement. You want to be able to like go fast, and also air mobility is not necessarily required, but it goes a long way. It almost is also a defining factor. It's like right there.
So...
Does that make sense?
Speed and flexibility and mobility?
Yes. Basically, the more the merrier. That is the easy thing about character action games, to define these sort of things. Like, the more shit you can do, the more of a character action game it is.
Okay.
Sometimes the quantity is the quality.
High speed and freedom of mobility.
Yeah.
Aerial is a plus. Should we say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Or aerial highly encouraged.
Highly encouraged.
Like you're gonna get a weird look if your character action game doesn't have air combos, but if you can make up with it for some crazy shit. Yes.
Ew. So then for depth, depth would center like around a high focus in combat, and
a lot of
options. Yeah, options.
Options, yeah. Because I guess another descriptor we could add to maybe the middle one is just like the ability to essentially swap, whether it be forms, weapons, abilities, etc.
So high amount of options in combat.
Yes.
That'd be more depth, radical.
Howdy, Fishbone.
Hey.
You sound kind of far away from me.
Better?
Yeah, oh yeah, way better.
Sorry, I don't know, maybe I'm off the deep end here on what you guys mean, but Death Pierce, I would say you kind of probably be more locked into like a movement mode or a combat mode, whereas Depth Radical, you're able to more flow state between the two.
Really?
That's not
Or Because Mike was saying the opposite was that freedom of options was like the purest one.
Yeah, because a lot of these character action games, everyone has their preferred way, like, oh, you play the cool way, not this way, but in the more popular ones, like, there really is no wrong way to play.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I see what you're getting at.
As long as you're going fast and racking up 100 hit combos. So that's just my idea of purist. I would say what you suggested would be more radical. So like you're on the ball.
Should we say lots of options in combat, high combo complexity, or actually should we use the dreaded combo expression here?
No, my God. You know what? I'd actually accept it for this.
High combo expression.
I think I would accept it for any genre of games that aren't fighting games. Fuck combo expression nerds and fighting games. They can all kick rocks. But for this, I might make an exception. And I hope someone clips that. Put me on Scrub Croats. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I like these descriptions already, and then we'll just it gets more and more vague as we go down, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, the restrictions get less and less crazy. So, like, at some point at the very bottom, we could put like Boggle as a character action game.
Holy frick. Okay. Hold on a second. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to... There we go. Okay. So... Wait, movement radical is just you go fast? Oh, yes. Hold on. Perfect. Because you know what I'm going to freaking put?
Don't give it away yet. Don't give it away.
Okay. But yeah, you want to go in order, right?
Don't forget it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We'll save it, baby.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, I would say, Tim just made me think of something. I think a purist would say high speed is mandatory. I think, because I can't even think of a slow.
Oh, wait, so then would radical be, speed is not, like, speed isn't mandatory?
Yeah, speed isn't, speed can be whatever for radical.
I could think of a very low movement action game.
Okay, yeah, I'll say speed doesn't matter for movement radical.
Yeah, I think for purist, speed is mandatory, and then for neutral, give or take, basically, you have to be able to do cooler things to make up for lack of speed.
Seems legit.
Hey, sorry, give me a second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
But continue.
So go get all his action games.
I had to go put together my jump scare list real quick.
I have very little. I have like 2 shitpost answers, and they're both ventrilo harassment related. So I was like, I interpreted it as ear rapes also count, but other than that, I'm like, I can't really think of anything. And I feel like there's so many good ones. Just I don't know. I'm not even necessarily like a horror movie guy either.
Oh, neither am I. I got a little bit more abstract.
Let's see. So then movement neutral would be
I would put it as like can be slow if mechanics like make up for it, as in like if you're gonna be a slower paced action game, you better have some sort of gimmick or like ability to make up for that.
So mechanics can make up for lack of speed.
Yes. That might be the weirdest one, but that's the best way I could put it.
Mechanics depth. Trying to think of the easiest way to summarize this. Like mechanics depth can make up for lack of speed. Yeah, actually, let me try to fit all that. Speed. We are cooking. This is great. I like this.
We're setting up for quite possibly our magnum opus of shitposting.
Aiden's gonna somehow be molding as soon as he gets here.
Hey, he should have been here. This is gonna be objectively true. I'm sharing it to all the subreddits. Twitter's gonna shit their pants again. It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
I'm gonna make a suggestion for depth radical. Player can attack.
Depth radical. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. If a player has an attack, then
Or even better, even more vague,
what?
Rempo banded player could make can perform action.
Player can perform action.
Yeah.
Yes, and put action in quotation marks.
The game I'm thinking of for that like top right quadrant, like that's good. That's a good way to describe it.
Yes, yeah. I would say put it like that. Like player can perform action. Heavy quotation marks.
Yeah,
They can
this
press
is
a
perfect.
button, and an appropriate assigned action will occur.
Player's not watching a movie.
Yeah, exactly. This is a no visual novel.
Oh, also, my bad. I just
Yeah,
realized
PS4.
some of this is off screen. Hold on a second. There we go. Sorry about that. Hopefully y'all can see everything. Well, I mean, Discord y'all can see everything. Stream should be able to see everything now. Hi, it is already in. In fact, let me save this because this is already freaking wonderful.
Honey Pop is a depth radical game.
Wait, Honey Pop. Wait, hold on, which Honey Pop?
I'm not gonna define that anymore.
The one that'll get you banned on Twitch. How about that?
So just OG Honey Pop is depth radical. In fact, what's depth neutral?
Depth neutral.
Multiple options or multiple options in combat? Or, what's the middle ground?
I have a game in mind. I'm trying to avoid saying games until we get them down.
Mhm.
I do have a game in mind that actually fits this, like unshitpostingly, and I would describe it as basically the bulk of your like basic actions are still action like oriented. As in, like, you might not have a whole lot of like weapons or gear or whatever, but whatever you do have, you could do. Basically, can do a lot with little.
Okay, so multiple actions without gear complexity or like weapon complexity?
Yeah, without like additional gear / abilities or weapons.
Oh yeah, so multiple actions without like weapon system.
Yes. So technically, that's technically just the first DMC.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of weapons in that game.
Or, well, let's say without weapons or abilities system.
Yeah. Basically, like if you have a sword, you only have a sword, but you can do a bunch of different attacks and whatever.
Without a weapons or abilities system. Hopefully that's legible enough. Sensational. This is Howdy Lemon. Yeah, actually, we cooked. I think these are perfect descriptors. Defining action games.
I think it sets up for legitimate discussion, and then the bottom half will just kind of tear that all apart, asunder.
Yeah,
I love
Reddit
it.
is gonna go in flames. I can't wait.
Well, you want to start from the top left, work our way down?
Well, I'm not really much of an action game savant, and our expert ain't here yet, so I might have to leave it to y'all because I feel like my suggestions or experience will probably be more in the bottom right to like right middle.
Well, for the first and probably last legitimate, I would say probably DMC 3 for the first one.
Okay.
I think, well, I can't confirm that DMC is like the first action game. It's like the first like iconic one, like the standard setter.
It
Not
has
necessarily
everything.
the innovator, but the standard. What set the standard?
Okay.
Any thoughts?
What was it?
I'm in no position to disagree, but we can, yeah, like we can list multiple possibilities, and either we can have multiple ones in each one, or we can like settle on one defining one.
Yeah.
But DMC3 makes sense to me.
Yeah, it'll get hard. Well, it'll get not necessarily harder, but it'll get more freeform as we continue. But I would say DMC 3 is a very viable candidate. Multiple weapons, really freeform movement. Even though it's not the most fluid, I think it just in totality it sets up kind of everything. And it's like it's a fairly early game too. I forget the year it came out, but it's a PS2 game, so
Yeah.
pretty early.
Okay.
Any other suggestions?
Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, that's definitely one.
That game makes me so upset. I'm sorry. I just had to
I
get
know.
that out.
Yeah, well, I mean, the freeform or free flow is definitely action game oriented.
Yeah. Yeah.
If anything, Kingdom Hearts gets more and more CAG. Oh, that actually, I would say also KH2 would be
Actually,
kind of
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
in this one.
If I'm gonna have
Basically,
any legacy on here, I don't want.
I would say, yeah, pretty much KH from 2 to 3. Everything in between that pretty much counts too.
Yeah.
Because they only got more and more of that. If anything, they barely stray away from this category.
The 3DS one, kind of, or no, the DS one, whatever 365 was,
Oh yeah, Days.
very flat. But
Very flat. It's just because it's on a DS, so you can't really push it. The
Yeah.
customization though actually was very cool.
that was a cool
I
game.
can't-
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
I really wish that would have carried over to the rest of the games.
Yeah, I really wish
But,
a lot of stuff about Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, honestly, these are probably the best candidates for like defining ones.
Yes. I can't really necessarily think of, or I guess the only other one I could think of would be like Ninja Gaiden 2, or just like Ninja Gaiden in general, but especially 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, I feel like Aiden would put Ninja Gaiden in this like purest of purists section.
Yes. Very fast. Oh, I guess. Oh, there he is.
Is he here?
Man of the hour.
There he is.
Yo,
We got
check
the
out.
stage set, bro.
Yeah, check it out. Hope you can read all the descriptions. And we have definitions.
These are set in stone, by the way. So.
Discuss. Honestly, I really like this structure
I do
and
too.
definitions.
I think we absolutely cooked. You know what? Just post this.
And just see how people
That's it.
fill
We're
it in.
done.
Yeah.
We're done. Good job, guys. That's all you need. Free space for everything.
Hello?
Hello.
Yo.
Can you hear me? Or
Sorry,
we can hear you
fellow
now.
retards. Sorry, my fellow retards. My mic was broken.
He was just screaming.
Guitar shit didn't plug in.
Oh my
He was just
God.
screaming like, "No, that's not right!" It's like the scene from Interstellar. Murph hitting the back of the bookshelf.
Literally, dude.
We hear you, and
am I
we're
late?
live,
Sorry.
dude. Howdy.
No, you technically made it like just in the nick of time.
Okay.
We already. Can you see our chart
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
sharing in
stream?
Discord.
I see the function neutral FGC show to alignment chart. And Ronald's blaring fucking Persona music or whatever.
This is surprisingly not Persona music. Oh, my bad. I forgot to switch the
This
view.
mid-ass soundtrack.
I am not gonna take any clickbait from you, buddy.
Dude, that's my job, dude. Someone has to do it. Okay, I see it now.
Wait, you do?
Okay, for Red soundtrack.
Okay, I see it.
Oh, well, not on stream. I mean in Discord.
This alignment's already wrong.
What do you mean wrong? Are these not the defining characteristics?
Rage.
Good.
Perfect. That's a good mindset.
That's what you get for not being here at the very first one.
Yeah, we should make them hold this structure.
Listen, it should be. You have to have juggles, you have to have a scoring system, and you have to have it with a lot of moves, and you have to have an arcade.
Well, all that goes under depth, doesn't it?
No, because there are games with a lot of combat depth that have no juggling, and they don't count.
If the combat system doesn't, or the combat system doesn't tell you how cool you are, throw it out.
Valid. That's valid.
Should we change the depth neutral then to focus on scoring and juggling?
No, you guys can keep what you have. I'm just saying, I don't think I agree.
Dang, he didn't even say anything about the combo expression.
Kingdom Hearts, I would not say is an action, like a character action game, because there's no scoring. You don't get medals or anything like that.
Dang, Tim was right. Genres are a lie.
No, and hold on. The reason for this really specificness, like autism, is if you don't do that, people are like, well, what about Vanquish? What about Shinobi? And then that's
the point. We're getting to that.
The genre doesn't exist anymore because every game I like with fun combat becomes a character action game.
Well, that's also kind of the point. We're trying to deteriorate the bottom towards that. So like Boggle can be the last action game.
Yes. So I think you have to have. I think you have to have juggles. Include juggles in the depth purists at least, and I'll let it slide.
Yeah, we could do that. I was thinking it too, but I'm like, I think depth kind of was a catch-all.
Yeah. No, it's.
So
it's
then instead of combo expression, we'll just put.
If you don't have juggling, it doesn't count.
We'll put juggle
what would
combos.
what would you say on speed being a factor in CAGs?
Speed is a factor. I agree.
Okay.
That's 100% right. There are some rare exceptions though.
That's what I was saying too. Like, there's a handful of like somewhat slower. Yeah.
But the thing about God Hand is you're actually pretty quick though, like snappy. You have a lot of frame data is very fast.
You just don't move around like.
Yeah, you just don't fly around the screen.
Would that technically go under mechanics?
Like the freedom of mobility part though, it has that. Mm-hmm. You can cancel like many actions. Same thing with Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Yes.
So
I will say our radical categories I think are pretty. They set the stage up.
Oh yeah, no, those ones
the
are perfect.
radical categories are really good. This is gonna be good.
Speaking of clover games, Okami actually rates you on your combo, but there's no on-screen combo meter.
Yes, and that's the thing. Why I think one of them has to be you have to have an arcade level select. That's personally. I think that's mandatory to be in the genre.
An arcade level select?
Or like you have to be able to choose a level and play through it in a linear way.
So selectable levels?
It can be locked behind a story. Like FF16, you have to beat story mode, but after that, it unlocks like a level select option, and you can play any level, and you get scored, and you get a rank.
Okay, so
Is
then...
there a way to like list these as pluses?
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll put all of those things as the culmination of the purist, and then we can change neutral to be like, to slim it down to some of the more like general aspects.
I would say just have that as like the depth purist. You can just put Aiden's autism.
I would still say Ninja Gaiden and DMC3 at the very least kind of fit that.
Oh no, they do. They 100%.
Yeah. I almost said all of DMC, but 1 is kind of the outlier.
I think
1 and
counts.
2.
I think 1 and 2 count. One actually, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 don't have level selects actually, but they do have individual levels, and you make a save. It's like a manual one, and then but DMC 1 has a level select. So.
Would you say that'd be the defining characteristic to put them in a different category?
I just think to me it's like Kingdom Hearts isn't in there because of that.
You know
the closest would be Kingdom Hearts 2.
Do you think it makes a big difference?
I think Kingdom Hearts 2 barely makes it because of the data fights that you can choose.
You have to
later in the story.
in Kingdom Hearts 2 fights to deal with a lot of crap.
Yeah.
So
I did say that Kingdom Hearts 3 has a lot of combat depth too. But I just think like Tales of games to me aren't the same genre. But if we're not counting the level, like the linear, like arcade part, I don't see why they wouldn't be. I think like Tales of Berseria and Xillia are definitely in that.
Yeah, they're up there.
Alongside Kingdom Hearts.
So then, here, I'm changing depth neutral to be solid baseline of combat without the extras. So this would be where you would put the things that are like a good defining example of action game, but without the other bells and whistles in Purist.
You put Vanquish in there.
So Vanquish would be depth neutral and movement Purist.
I was explaining to Ronald the Vanquish Wars in the CAG community, because there's one side that considers it a full-blown CAG and the other side that doesn't.
The thing about Vanquish, its depth is wildly overstated, but it is extremely fun. It has the soul, but like
it's on the council, but it doesn't get the rank of master.
Exactly, yeah. And the thing about it is, playing aggressively, the game punishes you. Like if you want to use like the stylish melee option, it instantly drains your boost gauge. And like, you know, most people just like roll cancel the shotgun melee like to get around. And there's cool stuff you could do, but it's just it doesn't compare to like DMC 5 or 3 where the whole point, or Ninja Gaiden where the combat is like, you know, has all these options and stuff. It's close, but it's its own thing. So I wouldn't count it. It doesn't have juggles in the story.
So then, yeah, Vanquish, movement Purist, depth neutral.
Oh, I have a suggestion for the top row. I don't know if it makes it in this one or the next one over, but I'm gonna say Arena Fighters.
No, I agree. Actually, you could.
Yes.
Wait,
I think
would
either
Arena
Depth Neutral
Fighters?
or Depth Radical.
I think
of
Depth neutral.
Actually,
Yeah,
Arena
think
Fighters
of-
usually have high mobility, don't they?
Yeah,
Yes. So
they have
think
high
of
mobility.
Gundam Extreme versus Naruto Storm.
Yeah, the whole Ninja Storm
Hell,
series.
even the Kill la Kill Arena Fighter had a ton of
Kill la
movement.
Kill, dude. Fuck it. Even fucking One Piece Burning
Actually-
Blood has like insane combo potential.
Yo.
Like,
Brother, we can just put
Luffy
Arena
can
Fighters in
fucking
general
teleport.
here,
If you're
honestly.
second Luffy like teleports, it's like yeah, no, Arena Fighters for sure. The only thing is they're not single player games, so they get overlooked. If there was like a single player only Arena Fighter, more people I think would think that way, honestly.
Well, the Ninja Storm franchise does that.
Technically.
Really, you really play the
kinda.
Ninja Storm franchise for
Well, actually,
Naruto.
especially that because they also have been adding original scenarios to those
Yeah,
games.
like playing the Ninja Storm franchise is basically like watching the anime, but better, honestly.
I have not played all of those games.
The Ninja Storm franchise is
They're
actually
pretty fun.
really good.
But
As
I-
a
I'm
fighting
thinking
game,
also,
as a fighting game, they're not like the most deepest, but as a character action game, they're pretty fun.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
Platinum made an Arena Fighter. Nobody remembers Anarchy Reigns.
Dot hack?
dude,
Oh, that one.
Anarchy Reigns.
Yeah,
Anarchy Reigns, yes.
I always
Good
forget
fucking
Anarchy
game.
Reign exists.
I think Arena Fighters can fit here.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Bring it back.
I
multiplayer
actually
would probably
think so.
be just supplementary.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a requirement
I think the
in
thing
any of
about
this.
it, usually, again, single player only is like a sticking point. But I think it's valid, dude. I think Arena Fighter is kind of valid. I think
Yeah,
it's
this is
kinda
actually
good.
I
perfect.
think so. I was just thinking of Gundam versus. I'm like, damn, I can juggle people like crazy.
Yeah, no, Gundam versus is peak. I wish there was a single player Gundam versus so bad.
Ah, it'd be so good. But just to play LAN, you have to have 4 fucking setups. It's ridiculous.
I know. Imagine a co-op Gundam versus. It'd be so fun.
Oh, it'd be
You know
so
what-
Like
good.
Monster Hunter Gundam versus. Oh,
Woo!
You know
Oh,
what name
this-
would make people upset in this square is Warframe.
Oh,
I see it. I see the vision. I feel like a Vanquish fits.
Yeah, Vanquish
Warframe would go here too.
probably does a better job.
Yeah.
Yeah, super high.
Again, that's where
mobility.
the level design thing is kind of, and the scoring. That's where those would be 2 sticking points for me. But they're not on here. I don't see why Warframe couldn't go on here.
Okay. Well,
fuck
Disorderliness said early God of War would be depth neutral, but later ones would be depth purist.
I'm not familiar enough. I think so.
I would say yes.
But I'd say they're the lowest end of depth purist from what I've played. There's definitely some tech.
how's
but
the
you gotta
movement
push
in
the
God of
game to
War,
its
though?
limit. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
The movement is pretty cheeks.
If
It'd have to be
not, I would
lower.
say movement neutral depth
Yeah, it's
purist.
movement neutral depth.
God of
purist,
War?
probably. Yeah,
I
think the
have-
new God of War is probably. I feel like the new God of War does have a lot of tech. I'm not gonna lie.
It
I
does.
don't like it as much, but there's a lot of potential, like depth. It's just not as polished, but I feel like it could still be in there.
That and it's kind of like
There's no
dipping
scoring.
its
Again,
it's dipping its toes into Dark Souls territory in terms of its combat. Like it's not Souls-like, but you could tell they were definitely inspired. It sits in a weird middle.
Actually, now that we're here, I think Kingdom Hearts might fit better here, because
In-
glide is technically a mechanic, and that's why a lot of the movement comes from.
So
Or-
Kingdom Hearts would
True,
be
but
movement neutral?
Kingdom
Well,
Hearts
glide-
Kingdom Hearts 3 is flow motion and shot lock. I feel
Yeah.
like it can.
Yeah.
Though I think it
just
keeps.
The-
I
the
think it's the top
mechanics-
row, yeah, because of. That's why when I put Kingdom Hearts, I said everything between 2 and 3, or like
I see.
2, 2, 3. So not counting 1.
Yeah, I feel like that's not like for the movement mechanics. It's like I'm thinking the mechanics themselves aren't fast, but
Yeah.
there's enough that makes up for it. An example might be like Sifu or something.
Yeah.
So Sifu would
where
be
there's like
movement
step
neutral?
kicks and there's like yeah, the movement isn't like super in depth, but there's like a lot of swaying and stuff. It's kind of like God Hand,
Gotcha.
but it's not as fast, and you have less control over your movement. But
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. Whereas like Kingdom Hearts, yeah, it's your run speed isn't super high, but Dante's run speed is slow as fuck, and he still has
Yeah.
he has-
Especially
he
in
has
like
high
1.
movement.
1 and 2,
Yeah.
he's trudging.
Yeah, one I would say barely makes movement purist, honestly.
Yeah, that was my thing too. I'm like,
Barely.
because
Sounds like DMC
it's really
in general just belongs in movement and depth purist then.
Yeah,
DMC?
I would
Pretty
say,
much,
like,
yeah.
honestly, Kingdom Hearts has faster movement and freedom of mobility. But even DMC 1 has, like, roll cancel shotgun and vortex and stinger.
It's
and
got
stuff. There's, like,
combos.
movement options and combos.
You just aren't flying quite yet. Not until the very last
it's not until
boss.
3. 3 is where
Yeah.
it really kicks off.
Yeah,
3, and the
absolutely.
thing about DMC and, like, the movement purist stuff, honestly, is it's really more, like, to me, the pace of the game and not the speed of the game, personally. So like something like Sekiro's really fast, but the pace of the game is set. It's scripted. You know what I mean?
So would Sekiro be in the same spot as Sifu?
No, Sekiro would be like
I think
Depth
depth
Radical.
neutral. Oh.
I think Death Radical. Another
think
one for
Death
Death
Radical.
Radical I was thinking would be Musou games. Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah. I think Musou could be
Yeah.
depth neutral or depth radical. It heavily depends on the game.
Yeah.
But I would say
Absolutely.
depth radical is pretty fair.
I think Death Radical for Musou.
Yeah. I
And
think
wait,
the
where in
only ones
movement?
I would put, probably movement purist.
For
You
Musou
can,
games?
you can dash cancel like any attack in the Warriors games. At least the modern ones, you're very fast. Well, you can't jump though, so maybe movement neutral actually.
I would say that, and I not purist simply because it's technically not a single player
Yeah.
experience.
You know what is movement purist depth radical? Is Armored Core 6.
Yes.
That is movement
Yes.
purist depth radical.
Woo!
One thing you'll notice is like every game on this list is sick, by the way.
Yes.
There's like no bad games on this list. I almost kind of wonder, does Batman go in depth radical movement purist or depth neutral?
The
Uh,
Arkham
Arkham series?
only
because
because
there-
how much do you juggle though in Arkham? That's my
You
only
don't.
thing.
You
Yeah,
don't
you don't really
a
juggle,
lot.
right?
The
If
combat-
anything,
Combo for sure.
you
yeah, the
combo
combat's
Spider-Man.
more- yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, you juggle for days.
Spider-Man, you do. The thing about
could-
Batman is it's less about like juggling and more about how creative can you get to get your score up,
Yes.
and timing. So there's some like solid combat options, like things to think about. I'd say maybe it is depth. I think it's actually with Musou games. Honestly, I'd put the Arkham
Arkham?
games over there. Yeah, and this isn't slander on those games because the combat is actually really good.
Yeah.
But they're more score attack games. It's more about timing and mixing up your options to get your score up.
Wait,
and not
then...
about like
Sorry, go ahead.
Never mind.
Well,
Kind of
because
just ran out.
now, well, I'm trying to think what Lemon said about Mirror's Edge. Because I'm
Mirror's
hearing the
Edge?
different aspects of what you guys are talking about with combat, but I'm trying to remember
Mirror's Edge. It
And,
has
like,
an
Mirror's-
incredible amount of combat options, and I mean, if you just look at the movement,
Thing is, though, there's a lot of options, but as far as like the solid baseline, I don't think it has a good base. They all do the same thing. I would put it like movement purist, depth radical. To be honest,
No,
I think.
there's
Yeah,
like a
I can
wall
see
bow
that.
specific disarm attack that you have to rebound off a wall next to an enemy and then hit like the kick command in there in the air.
Yeah,
Like
like,
freaking
like the
Yakuza?
side kick, and there's also this. There's also the 90-degree kick. I think you can jump and spin 90 and do like a drop kick.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't put it on the same tier as like Vanquish or Warframe Arena Fighters, where combat is like much more fleshed out. Like
yeah.
You're almost encouraged to avoid combat in Mirror's Edge.
You can absolutely be a pacifist the whole game.
Yeah,
It's more
you get
of
an achievement for it. I got the achievement.
Yo, let's
So
go.
then does Mirror's Edge
Dude, the ending
belong next
sucks.
to
You have
Armored Core?
You have to get the guards to shoot the servers at the end of the game. You can't pick up a fucking gun.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I would say it's like kind of depth radical. I would say, you know, the other game that's a depth radical movement purist is Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yes! It's got a
Dude.
score system. You're juggling yourself when you're doing like a manual combo.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
my
so.
god.
Actually, Tony Hawk, if
Ooh.
we were going by my like super purist, Tony Hawk would be on here before a lot of these other games.
For real?
I didn't even
Like,
think
if
of
we,
it.
If we were going off my
Or
list,
actually, to make it even better, should we just say action sport games? So like snowboarding, BMX.
yeah, all of them. I would say Tony Hawk and its clones.
Yeah, Tony Hawk
Put
and
respect on the
friends.
Tony Hawk games.
Oh, of course.
Okay,
Tony Hawk and
and his
friends.
clones. Yeah, and
Yeah, and friends.
exactly.
Oh, this category too, haste.
Yeah, Haste, absolutely.
Oh,
Haste.
oh my god. That
See,
reminds
really
me.
though, when you think about it, all the movement games fall into this category.
You know, I was about to say right now, Depth Radical, Movement Purist.
Sonic the Hedgehog,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sonic Frontiers. Like again, you know what I mean? Like we're because it's like
Actually, the Sonic franchise
you
as a
can
whole.
perform an action, but you have a lot of speed and freedom of mobility. I mean, we start getting into like fucking
Oh.
Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
F-Zero
know, I
G
don't know.
F-Zero GX.
Yeah.
Wait
that's
for
Depth
Depth
Radical.
Radical Movement
Movement
Purist.
Purist.
Definitely. See, okay, we have it set up so these things that should be bottom right are top right. we have F-Zero games in the
Hell
top
yeah.
right of our action game.
Yeah, hold on.
Action
Actually,
game
we're kind of
department.
stacking Depth Radical Movement Purist a little too much.
There's so many of them. There's too fucking
Or-
many of them.
Put Sonic Platformer, Ronald.
Sonic/platformer?
Or just Sonic Platformer.
Yeah,
Sonic
because there's some
platformer.
mean
'Cause
beam
you-
machine isn't going to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, unless you want to argue for that for the bottom right.
Well, I'll just say Sonic
That's what's-
games
that's-
because
that's-
we don't have to.
That's the
We don't have
freak
to.
zone.
I don't have
Bottom
to.
right is the
I'm
freak
telling
zone.
I'm telling you, if we had it set up so that scoring was on this, it would definitely fit somewhere on this list.
Mm.
I'm just saying.
Well, how
Oh.
would you change the definitions to center specifically around scoring?
I would have movement purist, combat purist. Probably are good though, so that's like kind of hard to do.
Wait, so change
I don't
depth
know.
to combat, like specifically combat?
No,
'cause
I
depth's
mean,
supposed to encompass
sorry, I
everything.
was just like, yeah, depth purist is fine. I don't know how I would change it. I guess is what I'm saying.
Oh,
It'd be
that
really hard
reminds
to
me.
change.
Ronald, I have an absolute wild pick for the dead center.
Yeah, what is the density? I'm just trying to fit F-Zero over here.
Okay.
We got too much
my
freaking
pick?
stuff.
My pick for def neutral, movement neutral is World of Warcraft PvP.
Wow.
That shit
You know,
is
No.
insane, dude. It's
You know.
tougher than any fighting game you will ever play, and I'm not even shitposting you, dude.
The APM is crazy, isn't it?
The APM is fucking insane.
No,
You
but
can
the
get
problem
melted
is
within
part
seconds.
of being a character action is you have to be able to control the character directly.
That's why. Well, you can still control them.
I thought
But
it's
that's
Wait, so then would that be in the middle or would
Oh,
that
it's
be
not?
depth radical?
It's in the middle. It's weird to explain. It's not.
Speed doesn't matter though.
Uh,
That might be speed doesn't matter.
I was saying mechanics make up for lack of speed, so it's a
really?
little bit. It's weird. Your movement, depending on your character. So certain classes are faster than others.
Elden
but
Ring probably goes here too.
the
Actually.
slower characters have stuff to make up for the lack of movement, because you can get melted within
Yeah,
seconds.
this is bullshit.
Like if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get scoop looped.
Do not put Elden Ring in the middle.
I didn't
Fuck
put
you.
that.
Why
Move
not?
Elden Ring
Back
down to
down.
speed doesn't matter, and get it out of depth neutral immediately.
Wait, so then Elden Ring
I'm
goes
to pick with From Slop in this call.
from slop. That's crazy.
Get on the horse.
Roll Slop out of
You
the
can get on the
middle.
horse
Hey,
anytime.
not from slap, because we got armored core. Hold on there.
Okay, depth radical.
What
Depth
about
is
the
not.
There
depth
is no
neutral.
way Elden Ring is the bottom right of all this.
Press circle at the right time. Press R1. The game.
Brother, there is no
That's just me
way.
slandering. That's just me slandering. You could probably put it depth.
Yeah, it probably should be depth neutral. Speed doesn't
But
matter.
his speed doesn't matter. It is
Yeah, for
slow as-
sure.
Elden Ring is this clunkiest, shittiest fucking game, dude. I hate that game. Also, I beat it. I played 100 hours of it, so.
Well, there you go. You earned your license to hate.
Exactly. I earned my license to say that game's
You're
dog shit, and I hate the
absolutely
bosses.
sure the game is shit.
I don't know if it goes bottom
Bosses.
right.
Yeah, I think
It's
this,
not
I think this is a
bottom
good
right.
spot
It's
for
not-
Elden
No,
Ring.
no.
You know what game is bottom right, though? I think Sekiro is bottom right.
Really?
Oh, really?
Literally, all right, I'm gonna truth nuke, okay? Sekiro is literally press L1 at the right time, the game. I love Sekiro. I beat it, instantly played it again with the bell. I love that game. That game is literally just press button at the right. It's like a rhythm game. It's
I was gonna
literally
say,
like a rhythm
it's
game.
not just press button at the ramp. It's
Actually,
press
rhythm games would go
multiple
down
presses
here.
the right time.
Not
'cause it-
really. You only press L1, jump.
No, I
or
mean
dodge.
rather, sorry. You press L1 multiple times in a
Yeah,
specific
yeah.
rhythm.
Yeah.
And that
Li-
created its own
literally.
subgenre. It's a subgenre
Yeah.
within a subgenre.
It is. And
You know
I
what
love
game?
Sekiro. So this isn't like Sekiro hate, but that game is depth radical. Like genuinely, there is very little depth.
What you're
The thing
describing
about-
is also the Resident Evil 4 remake with the knife parry.
I agree. I was gonna say,
So RE4
Very
remake.
do
well,
the movement
actually-
mechanics of Sekiro make up for the lack of speed, though?
I don't know how's the movement of Sekiro.
Actually,
Kinda. Well, if that's the case, then we should almost. I would almost be inclined to include Tenchu.
Oh.
Oh, I
I think
haven't heard that in
Tenchu's
a
a little
while.
too slow. Sekiro's a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was joking. Rhythm games, you're not actually performing in action. You're pressing buttons. But
Well, that's what I
maybe
mean by
it's a
performing an
player-
action. Like,
Instead of
You're-
player can perform action, put character. Can
yeah,
perform
that's
action.
more specific. Character can perform.
Yeah,
action.
yeah. Let's do that.
So then,
Tenchu
yeah, no rhythm
has
games.
a lot of verticality and doesn't it have a grappling hook?
Yeah, Tenchu.
yes, it does.
So then Tenchu would be movement neutral, right?
I mean, I'll be honest. I feel like okay, in depth radical, movement radical, you can put almost any game ever made.
That well, not entirely, because you
You
still have to be
put God of
controlling a
War,
character.
I mean, you could play Gears of War, Halo,
yeah, shooting games would go here,
Fear,
right?
you
Well,
can
other shooting
put
games.
literally
Well,
all
put Doom there.
shooters. Yeah,
Some of
put
them get
literally all shooters.
Well, besides
literally all
Vanquish.
racing games, literally all sports games, literally any RPG ever made that lets you control a character. You can just put most games actually in the bottom right. Honestly,
I can't believe every game is
I
a
think it's
character action
too-
game.
Yeah,
That's
it's
sick.
too bad. You could just put almost every game released this year.
I'll just put all other games not listed.
Yeah.
Every game
All
ever.
other non-turn, no, even turn-based games could go. in
Actually,
there.
well,
There
rhythm
are a
games,
lot of
rhythm
turn-based
games wouldn't be
zombies.
here because you don't control a character in rhythm games.
But it doesn't. Not necessarily Muse Dash. You do.
So, well, it'd be some
So
rhythm
that
games.
Certain.
Some
Well,
rhythm
because like
games.
DDR, you're just
Yeah.
yourself, and
DDR yourself, but like Thumper, you control like a little beetle.
So how do
So,
we
like, you're
how do we
still
sum up
characters
rhythm
performing
games
it.
where you control a character? Is there a subgenre for that?
No, I don't know.
Character music.
I mean, dude, something needs to get fixed here, dude. I don't know. So it's
Yeah, we could
too
tighten it up.
powerful.
we could tighten it up a bit. I was trying to make it so the bottom right could be, a little more freeform.
Well,
so you
yeah,
get
we don't literally have
better
to
shit
put
posts.
everything. Let's just put
Yeah.
like a few things that get the general point across.
Basically, the stuff that would stand out, like something you would second guess
Like
yourself,
Metal
like,
Gear Solid 5.
Rail shooters.
mm,
Yeah. Star Fox.
You can't go faster.
See, again, to me, Star Fox has more in common, at least, than like Sekiro. because of the scoring and like arcade design.
Wait, does Bubble
You know what I
Bobble
mean?
count as controlling a character?
Dude, wait, can we put Dig Dug?
Yo.
You could, right?
Can we do
Like
Dig Dug?
any
at least?
puzzle
Yeah, Bubble
game where you
Bobble
actually
and
control a
Dig Dug.
character would count.
Dick Dug
Catherine.
and Bubble Bobble.
Yeah, Catherine would
Bubble
count.
Bobble has some amount of.
Oh
like,
wait, no, I lied.
buttons,
Speed
though.
actually does matter in Catherine.
Wait, what about
Yeah. Oh wait,
do you control
yes.
a character in Clue?
I mean, you could pick a character like
You go with
Professor
Henry.
Plum, and
But you don't control them? Shit, that would be good.
not exactly.
I think it's
Dude,
implied.
this
but,
is
yeah.
good bait, actually. Rail shooters is like such an actually good answer. That I think Bubble Bobble. That was a good. Lemon cook. That
You
you cook
control
for
that dinosaur who has a name, but I can't remember.
Bubble Bobble. How about Castlevania 4?
Ooh.
Oh.
I just like that one, so that's why I suggested it.
You know what
Well-
bugs me about Movement Radical is any game with verticality makes me feel like it should be at least neutral.
I know.
Mm.
Dude,
That's
I know.
fair.
I'm thinking Sekiro honestly needs to move up like to movement neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's fast in different ways.
Yeah. And one you can grapple hook mid combat and stuff.
Yeah, so then it
Again,
does
I
belong
love
in.
that game.
It belongs
I do
in.
love that game, but it really is like press L1.
So wherever you
Yeah.
put Sekiro, you could also put the Star Wars Jedi games. Or
Dude, honestly,
proper
Star Wars
title?
Jedi games are higher on the movement. Like Jedi Knight Academy is higher probably.
Oh,
'cause you
yeah,
can,
that's
like,
true.
Fly around, right?
yes.
Castlevania 4 doesn't have a lot of movement.
No, it's pretty slow. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
pretty stiff.
Okay.
Actually, you
I was
know
thinking
what
like
game?
Symphony of the Night is fast.
Dude, movement purist, depth neutral. I got one for the top middle.
What?
Oh, let's go.
Gunvolt.
Yo.
The whole franchise. Dude, honestly, Gunvolt has more in common with Vanquish, and Vanquish more in common with Gunvolt than they do with DMC. That's my nuclear take. They're
Truth
pretty
nuke.
similar, honestly.
Coughing Dante versus. I don't know.
Versus Hydrogen Gunvolt.
Yeah.
Common Dante versus Hydrogen Dog Gunvolt from Gunvolt 3. Dude, Gunvolt 3 is so good too, though. It's like, I don't know what they were thinking with the story, but you turn into Gunvolt and you become invincible and suplex people and they die instantly. It's like, walk
pretty
into a
damn hype.
boss room and they explode. No, you could also, like, think about depth neutral. There's a lot of stuff you can fit in there, you know, like, all kinds of shit. So we can just move on. Think of,
Well-
like, Mega Man Zero games and stuff.
Ooh, actually, yeah, I like that. But we still need something for movement radical depth purist.
There's not a whole lot of those.
Oh, Gungrave.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. But is it a depth purist, though?
There's a lot of options.
You can't
There's
juggle people, right?
there's a lot of like command inputs in that game.
Honestly, I think you could probably move Sifu down. I think you can move Sifu to movement radical.
I'm with you.
I think that's fair. Yeah. I don't want to bump
Does Sifu have
bump
parkour?
God Hand though, but God Hand is really looking like movement neutral right now to me. I don't know.
Yeah, if you could like run faster or do
And
crazy
you can like
aerial
slide.
combat.
You can do like slide cancel and shit like that. But yeah, it's almost more of a brawler. You know, like Yakuza.
Yes, I was
Yakuza's
waiting until
movement
someone
radical.
mentioned it.
Yakuza, I
Mm.
think, can go in movement. Judgment too. Judgment, Yakuza can be depth purist, movement radical.
Basically,
Even though
RPG.
honestly, I could go to bat for them being movement neutral, but I want to fill out movement radicals.
Yeah.
Put 'em down there. Move them down there. There's a lot more depth neutral, I think, movement radical games than there are depth purist neutral
Mhm.
movement radical. You know what game? Selectable levels is in depth purist now. Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, dude, we just bumped Near Automata out of that. I was about to say Near Automata. But
Oh, no,
we just
Ronald.
bumped it out.
Go to bat for your
Oh,
girl.
Near Automata can go in the middle now.
Wait, well, hold on. I'm about to go grab dinner real quick. But what'd you say about 2B? Do I
I
gotta?
said I was gonna have to put 2B and depth purist, but you put selectable levels in there. I didn't notice, and now we can kick her out. So
Wait, what do you can select levels in Nier Automata?
no, you can.
Yes, you select
I mean,
chapters.
what levels do you select?
You select the chapters.
Chapters, don't you?
Yeah. Freaking Mans hasn't even played the freaking video game.
That kind of counts. I'll give it up.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Well,
think it
Nier
absolutely
Automata
counts.
up there.
I mean, movement in Nier Tomato isn't like
And I mean, like,
Crazy?
even if it
I'm gonna
didn't,
put in movement purist. Honestly,
Really?
I
Yeah.
mean, like, if DMC and Ninja Gaiden 1 are in there, Nier Automata's in there, dude.
all right. We stay winning. Hold that.
oh yeah.
You were so lucky I wasn't here when we made these, because Nier Automata would not have made it. Not have made the cut.
2B bros, rise up.
I don't know. Lots of options in combat. I don't know. Maybe it's solid. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
a lot of
well,
options.
honestly,
There's
I
a
would
lot
be
of
fine with
times
Nier
stupid
Automata
fucking
in
quests and
depth
shit.
neutral.
hmm
No, I put it in the purist. I think it's fair. If Kingdom Hearts is in there, Nier Automata can go in there.
Actually, yeah.
It could join its
weapons-
Square Brethren.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I think so. And this list isn't that serious. Let's be real.
Actually, where does Astral Chain go? I don't
This
think
is
about
this
it.
is Astral Chain is definitely movement radical.
Movement radical depth purist.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I like that.
Also,
That's
Bayonetta.
perfect.
The Bayonetta disrespect that Bayonetta is not one of the first things you put on this list.
We
Can you
mentioned it.
It was
shrink Nier
implied.
Automata and put Bayonetta in there?
I will
Oh, you
put
can do
Bayonetta.
DMC/Bayonetta.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
that.
a lot of the usual suspects are like implied.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, dude. It's DMC 1 is really, with this framework, it's pretty easy to argue it's not on this list.
Mm.
But I say
Well,
keep it.
that would just mean DMC1 is the outlier, right? Would the rest of the franchise be here?
Yeah,
I'd say DMC2 is the outlier.
No, DMC 2 does have better, or like not better, God no, but it does have a lot more movement, free mobility options than DMC 1.
Huh.
But DMC 1, I don't know, man.
DMC2 is just a blur for me. I'm sorry.
It is a blur. It's awful.
It's bad,
game.
but if you take away the shitty parts, it still checks a lot of the.
Dude, with that
Off the
game,
list.
it's a remake. Capcom should fucking remake that game.
That
Oh,
was the
please,
game. The
I
first
would
game.
love it.
I was playing it and I didn't understand when it ended. Like, I was like,
It just ended.
King,
Yeah.
use
You just rode off to hell. They're like, that's it.
Yeah.
there was like a helicopter and a rocket launcher. I
Shout
was
outs
like,
to Dante 5 riding. They announced him by riding a motorcycle. They knew.
That was sick.
Like he's.
They knew. Sorry, hold on.
I'm
I
gonna
was hanging out with
be.
Demi Fiend, BRB.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step away for a bit. Y'all can keep discussing, and then I'll try to fill things in a bit.
Yeah. Well, let's discuss the. Okay, genuinely, not looking at the chart. What do you guys think makes like a character stylish action J action game?
Pretty much like my core tenets are like high mobility, high speed, and then a ton of options. So like
Okay.
weapon changes, style changes,
Gotcha.
abilities, etc. Basically, as I told Ronald before you came in, like quality is quantity is quality in this sense.
Yeah.
And unironically, this one time, combo expression is a thing.
Yeah. Combo
Fuck-
expression is a thing.
Fuck
That's the
fighting game
name of the
players.
game.
This is where combo expression actually exists.
Yes. No,
big
dude,
one?
that's what I tell people. Like, I miss combo expression. Like, yeah, that game's there. It's called DMC 5. Literally infinite fucking combo skill ceiling. Go play it. I mean, what the fuck, dude?
a big one for me is you might pick up an ability upgrade because it allows you to platform.
Mm.
That's actually pretty true. Oh, dang,
Yeah, that's a
dude.
good one.
Yo, you kind of cooked on that. I'm not
Yeah, that
gonna
is-
lie. I can't think of like a single one other than Metal Gear Rising.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's kind of already built in because when you run, you can kind of just go over everything.
Raiden, use the ninja run function. For me, it's definitely you have to have like the juggles and lots of options.
Mhm.
Juggles is a big thing. I think a lot of people want to include games like Shinobi on the PS2,
Yeah.
where like the combat is really, it's just so far removed from like if you like to me the whole point of the genre is I want to play a game like DMC or Bayonetta or Ninja Gaiden, and someone says go play Vanquish, dude. what the fuck? That's the whole point of the genre, is to help us find stuff that's like the other things in this little show. So yeah, it's really niche and specific, but that's kind of the point. So if I'm like, I want to play a game like Bayonetta, and you go play Shinobi, and there's not a lot of combos, there's no juggling, and the game is about killing everyone as fast as you can. That is not scratching that itch at all. Those are not the same. So they are similar. They have like a similar space. They might make you feel similar, but they're not the same.
Yeah.
So to me, that's like a big sticking point. And that's, a lot of people say the genre is fake because they're like, well, what about Gungrave? And it's like, well, Gungrave isn't part of the genre, dude. Sorry, it's close. It's gives me a similar vibe. Vanquish, I feel similarly, but so does fucking F-Zero GX. Gives me a similar feeling. So. It kind of has quickly moved from like a helpful thing to find other games like Assault Spy or like the new Shinobi Art of Vengeance, and it's become like game I like fits here.
Yeah.
So
I gotta complain about one thing. It's that we need to split up Castlevania, because some of those are the fastest platformers I've played, or among it. And then
you do have a good point on that too.
Also
like Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
That's at least movement neutral.
What was the one, Circle of the Moon? There's just like a bird form where you rocket across the entire map. It's ridiculous.
Don't they have like auto slide canceling too? That's like definitely movement neutral. It's really just Castlevania 1 to 4 that are like just kind of walk.
Yeah. Kind of just side scrolling. What would you call that? Not a beat 'em up necessarily, but
yeah. It's a action platformer.
Yeah, action platformer.
Yeah. But no, obviously it's not that serious, but
no.
Yeah, I would say most action games aren't super platform heavy.
No.
There are obvious exceptions.
Thank God.
Like Kingdom Hearts kind of is like one of the exceptions. And even then the platforming is kind of different.
Dude, Kingdom Hearts 1 platforming is so fucking bad, dude. I hate the platforming in that game. Kingdom Hearts 3 is fun.
Yeah, but the ledges in that game are wonderful. Like you can grab onto stuff. They use the same maps in Dream Drop Distance, and they took out they didn't take out the grabbable ledges, but they took out the fact that you can fucking stand on them. So you slide off of stuff you're used to be able to. Oh man, I'm
fucking
sorry.
Dream Drop.
Don't get me started. Any more than I'm already started.
You know how I beat Dream Drop? I beat Dream Drop by literally just flying through every level. I just ignored everything and just ran to the end of every level with flow motion. And I looked up a cheese, like, you had like your little Pokemon you raise or whatever. I just looked up, or Dream Eaters. I just looked up a cheese build and just cheese the guy. I was like, dude, I got the Kingdom Hearts collection. I was like, I'm fucking like 6 games deep. I'm like, I need to. Oh, dude, depth neutral, movement radical, Chain of Memories.
Oh.
Does that Chain of Memories go in there?
Yeah, because there are legit combos where you can like insta-lock bosses.
Yeah,
and
no, there are.
Stack.
No?
Oh my god, that is
neutral. That game is so good, actually. That's high key, fucking banger game.
It's very fun, but it's super exploitable.
Somebody's gonna
almost to a detrimental amount.
I was gonna say actually, Slay the Spire could go in depth radical, movement radical. That's the problem. The way it's listed is like any game where you control a character goes in that. Like literally any game ever made where you control.
How should we rephrase it then?
That's the problem. I don't know. My brain's too small.
This is for Death Radical you're talking about?
Yeah, Depth Radical, character can perform action. Maybe it should be character can attack. No, that doesn't help. I don't know, dude.
It cuts out a bit of the chaff.
A little bit. But still, F-Zero's still in there.
Yeah, F-Zero's in there.
It gets rid of Tony Hawk, which is
rid of Tony Hawk.
It gets rid of Tony Hawk, which is probably closer to DMC than fucking Bubble Bobble, but it keeps Bubble Bobble. So, I just not gonna work.
Can you hear me?
It's not gonna work.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, what's good, David?
What's up?
Hello.
How you
I
doing?
think just leave it. It's alright. I mean, obviously, it's just a meme. It's just I can't help but look at it and think like literally every game in the last 20 years basically goes depth radical, movement radical. I think it's like more what games don't go in there.
Well, that
Any
was
grand
kind of the
strategy game.
intention, because remember the Shoto alignment, the magic card lightning bolt is in
Oh
the
yeah,
bottom
you're
right.
right. You're right.
That's what I was aiming for, but I didn't realize I'd
No,
be
that's a
too
good point.
effective.
Well, if we did pictures, that might help. You could just do one like jump scare picture at the bottom.
Yeah.
And the jump scare of Bubble Bobble at the bottom would be
Yes.
be pretty good.
Just Bubble.
I think maybe you should just do a picture down there and it's
Just
just
the
Bubble
dinosaur.
Bobble.
Just
Yeah.
him. The ultimate
We
character
have not
action.
done jump scares yet.
No, we haven't. Don't
We're
worry.
doing this
Too scared.
post.
We're making a real jump scare right
Dude,
now.
I have not thought about my list of jump scares. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, so we're doing this instead of the action game and
Both.
I think we're gonna do both.
That's the first part. We're doing
okay.
both, but
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so where
this,
were
is, this isn't gonna
Crazy
take
Taxi?
much longer.
Did Ron go
Crazy
AFK?
Taxi.
Crazy Taxi.
Ron FK?
Crazy Taxi would go in at top right with F-Zero.
yeah.
There's
I guess
a
the
lot
only
of
thing
options.
is you don't like. There's no combat.
Yes,
Yeah, so
well,
it's Depth Radical, right?
the civilians might disagree.
Maybe. Oh, okay,
pedestrian
yeah.
thing.
Oh,
Okay, I
Transformers
would,
Devastation.
Oh yeah.
I would say
Alright,
I definitely agree with
Good one.
the Muso games. Now, the Arkham games, honestly, I would probably move it more towards. I would actually probably move it closer to the God of War, God Hand, especially like Arkham Asylum, because it's actually like Arkham Knight. I would say maybe Depth Radical, but I would say Depth Purist with Arkham Asylum because a lot more
Really?
tactics involved. Yeah, because especially the stealth sections, because of the fact they're like stealth sections, you really have to remain calm and use good
I
tactics,
feel like,
and they're
I feel
also
like
pretty
Knight
strict
has
mechanics.
a lot more options. Like
I would
Knight,
kind of agree it needed to be moved
Yeah.
one to the left.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I might not be familiar with it. I just got here. So, what is the difference between Depth Purist and Depth Radical? So maybe I'll know what I'm talking
Depth
about. So,
Purist is like you're able to juggle enemies. You have a lot of different moves and options to choose from at any time, and you have to be able to pick what level you want to play.
okay,
The definitions are also evolving a little bit.
Yeah, they're evolving
Okay.
because I wasn't here at the.
I
This
see.
all started because of my rant that Michael thought was funny, and then
Yes.
I wasn't here, so none of the things that I would put on this list are like actually on the
Oh.
list.
I'll admit, I mixed up the two definitions. I was associating with lawful and chaotic. So, but now I get a clear
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
So I'll say more rational things now. Let's see.
So I think
I would-
Arkham could definitely go depth neutral. Honestly, I think Muso
Yeah.
could go depth neutral too. But
Yeah, I would
I
say
think
like
you can
Arkham
keep it
Knight
in
though.
radical.
I would say does lean towards Death Purist because it does have like an awful lot of options. I've completed Arkham Knight so many times, so I still remember how many options there were. Hard to believe it's a 2015 game because it still feels like a modern game if you play it
Arkham Knight. You
nowadays.
mean Gran Turismo? Hey yo, put Gran Turismo in a Death Radical.
dude, no, F-Zero.
Arkham Knight is
No.
basically.
Yeah.
I would say Arkham Knight is. Think of it as the Call of Duty tank missions and Gran Turismo merged together. You got Arkham Knight vehicle combat.
Oh lordy.
It's fun.
There's a
dude.
lot.
Arkham
There's a
Knight.
lot.
Just replayed Arkham Knight. I really enjoyed it. You know what?
Yeah.
Actually, I think depth purist, movement neutral. A really good example of that is Neo. I think the Neo. Actually, pretty much all Team Ninja games go in there.
Gotcha.
I think that's
I would say-
that's kind of my baseline. I would say that's the baseline for like probably depth purist, but movement neutral.
We
Maybe
can also
Hollow Knight, Dead Center.
any Resident Evil. Has Resident Evil been discussed yet?
No,
I don't-
actually.
I don't-
No,
At
So we
least
could
6
definitely
can go
just-
somewhere.
6
I would
definitely depth neutral,
Oh my gosh.
movement neutral for sure. For 6.
I wouldn't say 6 had a lot of depths, but that's a different
Yeah,
story.
that's unfortunately a knowledge issue.
I would say like
6 has a lot of hidden mechanics. Like 6 has like turn attacks that put enemies into different hit stun states that give you different finishers, and different finishers have like different amounts of damage and AoE. There's like parry system where like you attack at the right time and you'll take an enemy's weapon and parry. There's like if you attack enemies from different directions, they'll fall in different ways, give you different moves. Like 6 is really, if 6 came out and was a hunk game, everyone would fucking love that game, and it would be like a classic.
I agree.
If you
I
cut,
can
if you
agree.
cut,
You are absolutely right.
cut
You're absolutely
2 of the
right.
campaigns out, make it a hunk game, people would fucking suck that game's dick today.
Yeah,
because that
No,
game's
I'm with you.
combat was way ahead of its time.
The
really
multiple
was.
campaigns was a fucking mess.
Yeah, the multiple campaigns
Oh.
kills 90% of the. It's exhausting.
And because
So,
it's so
It's
much
exhausting.
repeating.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
play the
here's
same
my opinion.
levels.
My opinion of Resident Evil 6. So here what I liked about it, in my opinion, was Chris Redfield's campaign, because Chris Redfield was supposed to be action all the way. It actually had some really deep, story, good story scenes, good character development for both Chris and Peters. That was actually a really solid campaign. When it comes to Leon's campaign, I like the first two chapters. First two chapters were actually kind of like lean closer to survival horror, and they actually had some good puzzles. And especially in the second chapter, the little those carts, the carts action scene was kind of resembled Resident Evil 4. That was pretty good. But then chapter 3, 4, and 5, yeah, just got way over the top. Just went crazy.
It's pretty.
But yeah,
solid.
and then the other campaigns were Ada's campaign, and I would say uh Jake's campaign. They were okay. Like, they weren't horrible, but they weren't that good either.
Jake's ending
Better.
was dog shit. That legitimately made me want to throw the game out the window.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I think Jake.
It looked like they rushed that too. It looked like that was a rush.
Did I just come back to Resident Evil 6 slander?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
No,
No,
I was not
I'm defending that game.
Ronald, to
I
be
mean,
clear,
don't get me
I was
wrong.
not- I was
Listen,
not
that
slandering
game
Resident
is
Evil
like.
6, Ronald. I was stating what my honest opinion was. As I said, I like Chris Redfield's campaign. I like the first two chapters of Leon's campaign, and then I would say the only thing that was as bad as reviews, in my opinion, was chapter 3, 4, and 5 of Leon's campaign, because it just went over the top. Jake's campaign and Ada's campaign were like okay, so that was my review.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, it's a
Okay.
well-known thing. I'm not an actual Resident Evil fan, but I love Resident Evil 6. It was fun.
Whoa, dude, that's all right. You're all right. Moving over to depth neutral, movement neutral. There you go.
Wait, RE6 is in the middle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely.
Huh. I wouldn't have expected that.
You can't juggle enemies.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. You can't.
I'm not arguing.
Don't forget, this isn't just a fun game. Like, this is the DMC subgenre list.
Basically.
Listen, I will defend RE6. If RE6 had no campaigns and it released for $20 with just mercenaries, all I'm saying is everyone would like it.
Or just
That's
Nobody played
correct.
Revelations,
long
man. What are you
campaign
talking
with
about?
no repeating scenes.
Revelations, I wish. Listen, Revelations is fun. I wish the combat was half as good in RE
Yeah.
Revelations.
I have a-
RE6.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I think
Before I say
RE2,
anything
RE
else,
Revelations
fun,
2 is a
though.
bit better
Has,
for the co-op
has
aspect.
everyone completed RE9? And Twitch chat and people in the chat, has everyone completed RE9 or
no,
don't care about spoilers?
I have
Please don't
not,
spoil it.
although, yeah,
Okay,
I think that's
Don't
still
worry,
a game
I'm
you
not
shouldn't
mentioning it,
spoil.
That's why I asked. I'm not going to say it. I know what RE9 is all about, but I'm not going to say one word. So people know RE9, no spoilers there, please.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just want to
Um,
make sure.
I forgot, did you guys mention anything for depth radical, movement radical? Because I need to move these up a little bit. For, like, the right to bottom right? Was there anything else y'all
not
said?
really, you know. I mean,
Honey
you
Pop.
can just put any
Honey
game.
Pop?
Just put no game, any game that where you control a character. You can. Put
Well, yeah, Honey Pop. Well, Honey Pop, do you technically
That's
control a
why
character?
I've been trying to mull over how to reconfigure.
Well, I
Death
can't think of
Radical.
anything. I can't
Well,
think of
I was
anything.
gonna
not
the
all
closest
games
I
you
could-
control a character. Some games you're
The
just doing
closest
stuff.
I could think of, and it still kind of doesn't work, but it cuts some of the chaff, is combat is a main feature.
Yeah, combat is a main feature. It's a good one. I like that.
Okay,
Yes.
so
I-
we're
that's the best I
not
could think
we're
of.
making this
Yeah.
less
It
memey
gets
now.
rid of all the rhythm games.
So I'll just put combat as
yeah.
a feature.
Yeah, combat is yeah, combat's a feature. The only thing is, I do think depth radical, movement radical, you can definitely put Kenshi down.
Wait, put Tenshu in.
Kenshi.
Oh, Kenshi.
I think Kenshi probably goes down there. Fallout 1. You can put Fallout 1 down there.
You can't.
Fallout 1 down there.
Okay, well, if combat isn't a
Hell
feature,
yeah.
we have to.
There we go. That's the kind of picks I
Yeah,
want.
that's what we're looking for.
Let's
Put
go.
Fallout 1 down there.
Ooh,
Wait, does
there we
Bubble
go.
Bobble
There we
count
go.
as combat? Not really, right?
If you're gonna put in combat, you have to take out Tony Hawk. Like,
That was my other thing too. I'm sorry, I couldn't save Tony Hawk. I was trying
Yeah.
so hard. I
Yeah,
love
I
that
mean-
pick so much.
Well, no, wait a minute. Some of the Tony Hawk games, you do run people over.
it's true.
In
But...
Tony Hawk
So, like,
American
Underground?
Wasteland, you do hit people. I'm
American
pretty
Wasteland,
sure.
I think
Tony-
Underground.
You
I
know
think
what?
that's
I'll
less
just put
combat
Tony
and more
Hawk.
like vehicular manslaughter.
Listen, if F-Zero goes, it's a feature.
That's basically a fusion of like. That's basically a fusion of like Tony Hawk games and I'm not going to say profanity, but Jack A. That's all I'll say that. It was basically a combination of both. I trained myself not to use profanity because I work in education. I don't want to slip out, so that's why I'm strictly
No worries.
train myself not to use profanity.
Well, now I'm
Combat is
wondering.
a feature. Unless you're Tony Hawk, you can get it.
Actually, should I put that? Unless you're
Combat
Tony.
is a feature. Parentheses.
Well-
Unless you're Tony Hawk,
We
and
can
then
kind
put a
of
little
meet,
smiley face.
we can kind of meet somewhere on that the Jet Grind Radio, just a radio feature, because you do.
Yes.
There is combat.
And the other, what's it called? The clone.
Bomb Rush Cyber.
Bomb Rush.
Yeah,
Cyberpunk,
bombs,
yeah.
whatever.
That game too. But just
Very
put,
true, very
they're
true.
Tony Hawk games. They're still Tony Hawk games.
By the way,
Put a smiley
not to
face.
sound pushy, but it is.
I don't know
It's
how to put a
already
smiley
like
face here.
8:20, I think, almost 8:20. When do you want to get to the jump scare area, especially if it's like a top 10, where we want to make sure you have enough time for that before it gets too late?
Well, the question
So,
is, I need to see who all made a list, because so far I just have your list.
Oh, I didn't.
I'll send you mine.
I did
I
not.
can send
make
you
those.
2 YouTube links and leave it at
I was
that.
just gonna go off the top of my
Okay.
head.
should I still discuss my list, or should we like,
Definitely.
you know?
Or, well, hold
Okay.
on a second. I guess before we go to the list, is there anything else we want to add to this?
I'm trying to see if we can fill out anything else, because like depth
Maybe
neutral,
depth
movement
neutral,
radicals.
movement radical needs a little help, I think. And we need at least 3 in each, right?
Yeah,
I think so. I think that's a good
We need
amount.
one in depth, pierce, movement, neutral also, and then we can be done.
That one's the thing is that one there's not a lot of. Oh, Evil West. There you go.
Evil West.
Evil West. I'm telling you, there's almost 0 games in the genre that I don't know about. So
Yeah.
this is my autistic interest.
Play God
Oh,
Hand.
that's where Tales of can go. Is depth neutral,
Yeah.
movement radical.
There's no selectable levels,
Okami.
Yeah. Oh,
so that's
yeah.
perfect. Yeah, Okami too. Yeah,
While we're listing Clover games.
Yeah.
really in most Clover games. Pragmata goes in there.
Oh,
Yep.
Beautiful Joe. Holy shit.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
Beautiful Joe and on.
Oh, frick,
borderline
yeah.
depth purist.
Actually, honestly, yeah, Beautiful Joe might go with Astral Chain.
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, like Streets of Rage 4 too. Streets of Rage 4 is like a depth purist movement radical game, I think.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest ones to judge are 2D character action games, because
Yeah,
where's the line drawn for like brawler?
yeah. And that's
Beat
really
Beat 'em
tough.
up games.
Yeah.
Again, that's why I try to be really strict, because like, Ronald, I think you missed it, but I'm like, the whole point is, if someone comes to me and is like, I want to play a game like DMC, I wouldn't be like, go play Vanquish. Like,
Yeah.
it's a third-person shooter, right? But it kind of does get hard with 2D games. Like, I want to play a game like Beautiful Joe, and it's like, dang, well, I mean, there's a lot of games that might kind of be like that. You know? But at what point is it just a normal beat 'em up versus like a beat 'em up plus, almost?
Hey, like,
For real.
I would divide Streets of Rage from Beautiful Joe.
Yeah. But like Streets of Rage 4, I feel like it's like,
Streets of Rage 4 would also count over here.
no, I'm just saying, or like Wendigo Blue. You know, like games that borrow more from like fighting games almost. My point is, it's kind of hard.
They start to blur the line between like beat 'em up and
Beat 'em
such
up
being a
and
fighting game.
actually, yeah, and like beat 'em up versus like, what's the difference? What if DMC was 2D?
Oh,
Yeah,
would
and really there's only fan games that even attempt that. Not even the
Yeah.
big boys even like can get a grasp
Blaze
of that.
Blue, Blaze
Well-
Blue entropy effect.
True.
wait,
That's
that'd
the
be
only
in
one
movement neutral.
That would be movement purist, depth purist, probably.
Yeah, it seemed like there's a lot going on in that game.
Yeah. But they don't have to put it on the list. We're just yapping. We should probably do the jump scares.
Yeah, actually, this was
This is
phenomenal.
pretty funny.
This was actually
this is
really freaking good.
Pretty cool.
Wow, PvP being
It's an interesting way.
the tales
I would
of
say
games
it's
is
It's
I'm
an
telling
interesting
you,
way to analyze
look
games.
it up.
That's all I'll say.
WoW
It's an
PvP
interesting
is
way.
fucking insane. It's somehow the hardest fighting game and the hardest character action game ever. I'm not even kidding.
I would not have the APMs
It's
for that.
fucking
You
insane,
can't
dude.
juggle. It's not a
So-
kickbox.
Someone's gonna get mad you didn't put League of Legends at that point.
Oh, good.
League
Let's
of
go.
Legends is definitely depth purist movement radical, right? You can juggle.
Yeah, League probably would
Yeah.
go down there.
Can you?
League has juggles. It doesn't have a.
It does.
Yeah, can't you legit combo stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know you can combo stuff. I just didn't know if you could juggle, but there's
There-
also like
Yasuo
400
can
characters.
juggle.
Okay, gotcha.
He can knock you up, hit you, and then do his ult.
You
There's
can
a lot of
juggle people in
conditionals.
Arc Knight's Enfield.
Samira even has a triple F. She has like a style system. But they didn't put her in the
Riven.
fighting game. So. Yeah, Riven. I just moved. That's not included. Fuck League.
How about this, Ronald? To
Alright.
end off, real quick, we'll go through each category. We'll circle the most defining in that.
Yeah, we can wrap
category.
it up there.
Okay,
Okay,
that sounds
that's
good.
So I think we could all agree Death Purist goes to DMC Bayonetta.
Yeah, definitely. That's gotta be
Yeah.
And we could probably add Metal Gear Rising Revengeance because it's made by the. Oh wait a
it's
second.
sick.
No, DMC is not made by Platinum Games. What am I saying? Never mind.
the. It just doesn't. There's too many on there.
Yeah, we'll
Let's
just
see.
do
Well,
DMC.
yeah, either
Bayonetta.
way, DMC and Bayonetta, like that's defining for
Yeah,
sure.
are you able to highlight it or circle it?
Yeah, I circled it.
Yeah, dude.
Because once we lock it in, this is objective truth, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reddit's gonna have to cry and piss and shit.
No one can argue. But
Dude. All right. Which one's next?
Depth
Depth
neutral movement, purist.
purist?
Yeah.
Dude, please circle Vanquish. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I was
Can
gonna
you
say
circle
Vanquish.
it? Actually, can you circle it and kind of cross it out like a little bit, like a stop? And then can you circle Arena Fighters?
Yes, Arena Fighters. Arena Fighters.
Cross it out,
Oh, wait,
circle Arena
actually-
Fighters. I'm just very petty about Vanquish. Even though I fucking love the game. I'm just sick of people being like, DMC sucks, go play Vanquish. What the fuck are you talking about? This is like a
That's so
third-person shooter.
That is
It's
genuinely
basically-
trolling.
It's Gears of War on crack.
Like, are
It's
you
cracked
trolling?
up.
And people are like, dude, you don't even like these games, dude. You just like combo simulating and training mode. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem,
What
dude?
does that mean?
Combos are bad now. That's the. I know you guys aren't in on the. As someone who's like, okay, I'm gonna have to go to the community to find some recommendations. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? People are like, dude, combos are bad. We need to get rid
Oh,
of
I've
combos."
seen that.
Yeah,
I've fucking
yeah,
seen
literally.
that. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like these people are like DMC literally ruined the genre because it's too focused on combos. And I've had a guy, he was like DMC 3 was not a game about stylish combos. And I was like, dude, the game had a video, it came with a combo video preloaded on it for you to watch when you beat the game and unlocks in the bonuses that the devs made a combo movie. He's like, that doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like,
Is it
If-
DMC like the first character action game?
DMC 3, they literally had a style competition.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. they
Yeah,
had-
If you're not gonna circle Mirror's Edge,
Rhea won.
definitely
She
circle
is the
Sonic.
goat.
Nah,
Like,
nah,
they
don't
literally-
worry about it,
and
fish.
DMC
Yeah.
won all the like.
Saw that.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I
Wow.
have one more game. I have one more game we have to add, Ronald.
What?
One more game. Gun Z the Duel.
Oh my god.
That's an absolute action game.
That's movement
that-
purist though, isn't it? I mean,
That's absolutely
Yeah.
movement purist.
Yeah.
That movement might be
1000%.
crazier than DMC.
guns.
But like
Guns
half
the
of that
duel.
movement wasn't
Wait.
intentional.
Gun Z the duel?
It's
It's still there though.
still there.
Wait, would that
I
be
would-
considered mechanical movement then?
Yes.
So then
Oh yeah, movement
would
neutral.
It'd be movement
That's
neutral?
weird though because I feel like DMC 3 is fast because of the like moves you have, but you don't walk fast.
so then that would be
Yeah,
also
definitely-
mechanical, right?
I feel like the mechanics can make up for lack of speed. Should be like
Well, it gets pushed up because it has juggle combos and selectable levels and the things that make it more of that.
yeah. I don't know.
Like the same way Death Neutral works, it doesn't stay in the center if it has more to the
Yeah.
left.
No, I'm asking way too many stupid questions. What the fuck am I talking about? Put it.
I
Put
would
it
say
put guns
yeah.
in there.
Wait.
guns would go in, I think, depth neutral movement purist.
Yeah, movement purist.
'Cause it
Put
doesn't-
in there.
It has like nothing that a CAG has except for ridiculous movement and combat.
Yeah.
Rest
There's
in
like-
peace, EG in your hamster servers.
Yes. Oh, oh man.
Wait, sorry,
Well,
you
that
said
came up, yeah.
you said where,
Radical
Michael?
Depth Neutral Counter Strike.
Yo!
Counter Strike Surf. Wait a minute. See
Oh,
a Surf going.
Yo!
Wait, where is Guns the Duel going again?
I would say
top middle.
top middle, yeah.
Okay.
F neutral.
I'm gonna need to. Move
It ekes in because the movement is that fucking insane.
Just make it really tiny. Just
It's the APM is insane that people often
Yeah.
get like hand problems because it's that crazy.
Dang.
Yeah, it's like me,
All
right?
Pretty much. Okay,
you,
let's
you
see.
have to make a
All right.
split-second decision to whip your mouse like all the way across your table, and that's
Yeah,
just
pretty
bugging
much.
me. Yeah.
Basically, it's a sword and gun game.
Very Korean, like, it attracted a lot of good Korean players.
It's a very skill-intensive game.
Yeah.
Let's
Case
see.
style.
Death Radical Sonic games.
Yeah,
you
what's
gotta
more
know.
defining than
Tony
that?
Hawk games, bro.
Yeah, we
I-
can
I-
circle
I-
talk. We can
I'm
circle
just
Tony
kidding,
Hawk.
I'm just kidding. No, you can do
No.
something.
My vote was
Yeah.
Mirror's Edge, but if not,
Honestly, my vote was Armored Core.
My vote was F-Zero.
Oh my god! Do we just circle all of them?
I think F-Zero's the funniest one because it's so far removed.
But it has the guns effect where it's like it's
it
just
does
that
have
quick.
the guns effect. Maybe Sonic games should just win.
I think so. I think that's a happy
Especially,
middle.
I mean, some of the Sonic games are honestly probably in depth neutral. But
combat is a feature is something I would absolutely say about Sonic. 'Cause
Yeah.
yeah, even if
Sonic
that
Frontiers is all right.
yeah, it's cool.
with the exception of Sonic Frontiers, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Alrighty.
one. That's the
Let's-
one exception.
Mhm.
Uh,
Let's see,
Maybe,
Death
I guess.
Purist movement neutral.
God of War.
God of War. That's like the poster child.
I feel like God of War is mostly here because it's like we don't bring you to rank a master.
Yeah. True neutral. I think WoW PvP is the
PvP,
perfect choice.
Yeah. No, fair.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, it's Yakubian intellect of a game.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Someone
Let's
get
see.
your
Depth Radical.
Depth Radical.
I feel
Musou
like
games?
Sekiro causes maximum anger, but Arkham is probably the most accurate.
I think Arkham is kind of like the poster child of this.
Yeah.
Musou is like barely there.
Yeah.
Musou is
we
just
got
the
Border-
hair behind
Border
it.
neutral.
Spider-Man.
I think Musou's border. Only because some of the newer ones, like Origins, definitely kind of like bumped it up a bit, but it's definitely still radical.
Yes.
Arkham
Movement
walks so
radical.
Spider-Man could fly.
Yeah, honestly.
I think Astral Chain is like the movement radical. Speed doesn't matter.
Yeah, but the combat's freaking
Right.
sick.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then
I think part of the thing about the movement, I think part of it is you need moves that give you movement.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it, and that's to me that's like why God of War doesn't like. I don't think there's like a lot of stinger options or ways that you can't like teleport or like.
no, not
dash
really.
or
Plus,
anything.
like your main weapon already
It's,
covers
like,
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, it's kind of like I know I'm getting serious again, but that's kind of like the difference for like the cutoff. I think God Hand kind of makes it God of War might not. If you were really. Circle next one, dude. Elden Ring just for the maximum. No,
Elden-
Chain of Memories.
Chain of memory.
Oh god.
Chain of Memories.
Yes,
for
Chain of
shock
Memories.
value. That's maximum shock value.
If
to see
you
it on the list at
really
all.
think about it, you realize how like legit of an answer it is.
Yeah.
Because there are
Hold on,
some
what?
there are some deck combinations where like you can just insta lock
Yeah.
bosses.
The speedrunner.
And
Shout out
just
to
combo-
speedrunners
yeah.
grinding for like one card for like hours.
That what was that like Giga Flare into Time Stop? Something really
Yeah,
dumb.
Freaking
something
crazy.
like that.
It's ridiculous, but
The game is
it
awesome,
works.
though.
It is very cool. I'm
I feel
glad
like
they.
EBS was like, what if we made Chain of Memories not fun?
That also
I don't know.
low key has the RE6 problem.
I wonder
You
if I
have to
just
play
got
it
fil-
3
Dude,
fucking times.
I kind of got, maybe I just got filtered by BBS, like didn't really understand it well enough, but I remember not liking it.
It's really repetitive with very little difference. And Aqua's pretty much the main character. She has like the most like variants. The magic is a lot cooler in that game though, I will say that.
Yeah.
And the shot lucks are cool.
True.
And then let's see, Death Radical, Movement Radical.
Then Fallout 1.
Fallout.
Gotta be Fallout 1, right? That is like the most like, huh?
I would say either that or a Bubble Bubble. Those are my votes.
Yeah, those are insane picks.
That's our lightning bolt for character action.
Yeah,
Actually, here's what I'm gonna do.
that's a good list. That was a lot of fun, dude.
That was great.
Thanks.
Be sure to post it, make a PNG or something, and share it all over
On
Reddit.
Twitter.
Yes.
Dude, if you post that on Reddit, people will find us and kill us.
I'm gonna get dogs.
Godhead and movement neutral. Didn't put
You mean-
Vanquish in depth neutral. I'm gonna dox you.
No, Vanquish is gonna get people mad.
Yeah,
I can
Vanquish.
sense,
would
I
get-
can feel it already.
Yeah. Dude, it doesn't make sense. Oh my god, I'm so stupid, but I just can't. It bothers me. It pisses me off.
And this entire list is your fault. So
It is.
Hell
It
yeah.
is. I should never have opened my mouth.
Actually, yeah, I think you should post it on Reddit. I don't want to get attacked, bro.
Posting this anywhere. This is a death set. Have you seen how insane the Ninja Gaiden fans are? They're like, this enemy's delim rate is 0.01 higher. The game's ruined. It's like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
According to them, only Ninja Gaiden 2 exists. That's it. That's the only game ever.
Shout out to
Those-
that one reviewer who was like, I love Ninja Gaiden 2, and then like he opened the game and he's like never beaten Master Ninja. He's like doing these video essays. It's like, oh.
Let's fucking go.
Alrighty.
Man, I love this
we'll
list.
Put this in other games.
Yeah, this list is actually, the Fallout one really is just so good.
That's
Alright,
chaotic
I'll put it
evil
in
right there. Holy fuck.
Yeah, good list.
Wow,
This.
PvP.
It's so true. It really is.
It's so funny too that WoW PvP made it before Tekken, before Guilty Gear. We got WoW PvP.
Dude, WoW PvP filters fighting games. It's insane.
Alright. We could. We could, dude.
Watch, people will get it. They'll be like, wow, real.
Actually, well, I'll
Everyone
be Derek. I'm gonna post this
Everyone,
on
I got
Twitter.
Death Grip to Death by a Death Knight. They'll know. The streets know.
Alrighty.
That's the
Well,
name of this list. The streets know.
the streets know.
Ball knowledge 101.
Elite ball knowledge.
alright.
Ball knowledge.png.
Hell yes. Yeah, in fact, right next to WoW, put an image of a basketball, Ronald.
Yeah, while I bring up the jump scares list, I'm gonna find a picture of a basketball.
Okay. So